The average LEGO minifigure is 1.6 inches tall, with the shorter minifigures being 1.5 inches tall. But what if I told you those aren't the miniest minifigures you can get? What if I told you the smallest minifigure is 3/4 of an inch? Yo guys, what's going on? My name is WZ, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the smallest minifigures I own. The minifigure we have in front of you is your standard normal minifigure, 1.6 inches tall as stated in the intro. Even though mini is in his name, he is not exactly mini. There's a minifigure next to a miniature BD1 minifigure. Now, I guess you could call these microfigures, but microfigures is a completely different subgenre from the minifigure. We've seen these actual microfigures in game board sets. I'll get onto this later on in this video. But starting out the minifigure scale, this is BD1, coming in at just 3/4 inch. Maybe just a little over. The fact that we can get something so small with a little bit of printing going on is rather amazing. This teeny tiny BD1 figure came from this massive build BD1 character. There he is. And there he is again. Our next figure is the smallest of the group by just a fraction of an inch. This is Grogu. Now, as you see, Grogu has the same body as the little babies, and even though they have different heads, they're the same exact height. So I figured to throw in Grogu because he looks cooler, and who doesn't like little baby Yoda, as he was called a lot back then. A little bit of an ongoing trend here. This came from the Grogu buildable character. This wasn't the only set Grogu came in. He came in like a lot of the Razor Crests and many more other Mandalorian sets. Unlike BD1, he has actual correlations with a normal minifigure, such as the hands, little legs, and you can actually remove his head, which is very nice. As far as printing goes, he does have a little bit of printing on his torso in the front. Nothing at all on the back. But I think the true star of this figure is his head mold. Very big ears, nice little eyes, and he has little wrinkles on his head. Very nice. I mentioned in the beginning of this video that there are minifigures that go by microfigure. This is one of them. These figures often came in board game sets or some kind of family game themed set. This is a yellow pirate figure from Pirate Plank. I don't have that set. I don't know where this guy came from. I must have got him in a lot of figures I bought back in the day. But this is an actual micro figure. All these other figures I showed you, they all go by just a regular minifigure. There's really nothing special about this figure. There's, as you can see, zero printing on the back. You cannot remove anything. You can't remove his head. You can't articulate anything. It is just a statue with a little bit of printing on the front. This is our one and only micro figure in this video. I do have a couple more. I think it'd be cool to get all the microfigures, but that might be a little expensive. Going back to our micro minifigures, we have Forky. This is a really fragile minifigure, obviously because of his little hands. I feel like those could just snap off if you tried a little too hard. What makes this guy interesting is that he's a spork. That's pretty much it. He is the most unique microfigure in my opinion. He's just another statue with great printing for his face. Very minimal at that, just a little bit of lines and circles. But yeah, he's a very cool one. Now, just like all these figures I showed, he also sits on one stud. Now, for the very last tiny minifigure, we have Hammond, the hamster from Overwatch Wrecking Ball sets. He's the exact same size as Forky. He's just a little more stuffed, as hamsters usually are. Definitely one of the better ones. Next to BD1, he has a lot of detail going on with his face. Lots of printing, lots of different colors, such as the dual molded gray vest and little hats on top. What makes him especially cute are those nice little ears he has. He's got cute arms, fluffy, and he has a little jetpack on the back. Or is that just a backpack? I'm not sure what that is. And that just about wraps it up for the top 5 tiniest minifigures in my collection. And there you have, guys, the top 5 smallest minifigures in my collection. What is your smallest minifigure? Let me know in the comments below. It's most likely going to be one of the baby minifigures, but if you have some more interesting smaller ones like these guys, I'd like to know, because I would like to get a lot more of these if they exist. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. My name is WZ. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you guys are new here, subscribe if you want. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.